Hello dear ones, this is Eleonora from the channel The Awakening Path, and today I want to talk about higher self, inner self, monad. There are many names for it. The reason why I want to explain about is because I want to talk about intuition, but before you can understand about intuition, you need to understand about higher self. But I apologize for the people that's already very advanced. I will try to put in a very simple terms. But before that, I want to thank everybody that's supporting my channel by subscribing, sharing, and leaving your comments, and also contributing using the link below. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. So at this time, you already heard me many times telling that we are not a physical body. We are a spirit inhabiting a physical body. We are a spirit living a physical experience in the physical body. When God created us, I think everybody knows that everybody that exists was created by God. So all it is, source, some call universe, doesn't matter which name you give, there is only one. So when God created you, He kept you close to Him. He didn't say, I'm creating you right now at the moment of the conception. We're gonna born already incarnated in the physical body. No, He doesn't do that because He loves us. So He creates us and He keeps us close to Him until we decide to have a physical experience. But when you do that, you need to start from the bottom. First, you need to experience all four kingdoms. First, you come as a mineral, and then you come as a vegetable, and then as an animal, and then you graduate as animal, and then you come as a human being. In the case of Earth, you come as a human being. But in other places of the galaxy, you may come as a human-like being, or even an insectoid being, but who possesses intelligence and free will. So when you decide to have that physical experience, not all that is you, not all your consciousness come to that physical body. Only a little portion. Depend on how much light, depend on the type of experience you want to have, you come with more or less light. And then when you come to the physical body, only that part of your consciousness come, and they remain, stays with God, stays with Source, sharing God's consciousness, being part of God's consciousness, knowing everything, because God knows everything. Everything that ever exists, God knows, because our consciousness is still connected with God. That's how He knows everything that exists. Present, past, and future. He knows everything. So when you come, you have this sense that you are separated from Source, especially when you come to the third dimension, like we have been living on Earth for the last 12,000 years, not exactly 12,000 years, about 11,000 years. We come to the third dimension, and the third dimension is the first dimension where you forget that you are one with God. From the fifth dimension and up, and there is a bridge that the fourth dimension, I'm not talking too much about the fourth dimension right now. Let's talk about the third dimension and the fifth. So the fifth dimension is the first dimension where you still remember that you are one with God. You come to a physical body that is a way lighter than the one carbon base that of the third dimension, but you remember who you are. You have consciousness of God. You know who God is. You remember that you are part of your consciousness is still there. So, but when you come to the third dimension, you forget who you are. You forget that you are one with God. But you don't come here without any backup plan, without a way to go back home. Inside of you, there is a map home. When you activate your physical body, through your activation, through your mind, the mind is of the spirit. Your mind, your brain is not your mind. The mind is of the spirit. So when you come here, you have an internal guidance system. And that internal guidance system is connected to your higher self, to your monad, to your inner self, whatever name you wanna hear. And your higher self always know, your higher self was present when you decided, when you were doing your incarnational plan. He knows what you came here to do. And he's always guide you to the best next step towards your purpose in this lifetime, in this incarnation. How it does that, since you can't, most of us doesn't develop the ability to talk straight away with our higher self. How he does that? Through our intuition. That I will talk more about intuition later, but that's how it does. And when you say Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit is the link between your higher self-consciousness and your third dimensional consciousness, and the consciousness and your conscious mind. So the Holy Spirit makes that link. So you are not a physical body. You are a spirit living a physical experience on the physical body. And the part of you that is part of God's consciousness remain with God, and it's always guide you here through your intuition. Next time I'm going to explain exactly what is intuition, how it works, and how can you learn to follow your intuition. That's all for today. Thank you very much for supporting my channel, for watching my videos, and hit the subscribe button, the like button, leave your comments, questions, and send to at least one friend that never heard about higher self, or even heard about but doesn't understand. Send to that person, and doesn't mind if the person will see or not. That's with that person and the higher self of that person. Much love and light to you, and see you next video.